Hi, I'm Professor Johnson, and we're going to be learning how to multiply fractions. So for our first example, we're going to be multiplying 1/5 times 2/3. When we multiply two fractions together, the rules are simple. We need to multiply the numerators together. So we get 1 times 2, and then we multiply the denominators together, 5 times 3. This gives us 2/15. For our last step, we want to simplify the fraction. 2/15 does not simplify, so this is our final answer. For our second example, we want to perform 2/3 times 5/4. So following those same steps, we multiply the numerators together, 2 times 5. We multiply the denominators together, 3 times 4. And we get 10/12. So now we reduce the fraction. Both 10 and 12 are divisible by 2. So we divide by 2 in both the numerator and denominator. And this gives us 5/6 for our final answer. For our third example, we have 4 times 5/6. Now, 4 is a whole number. So when you're multiplying a whole number by a fraction, you want to change it into a fraction. So every number can be rewritten as a fraction by putting it over 1. So 4 becomes 4/1. So now we have 4/1 times 5/6. So we multiply the numerators, 4 times 5, and then we multiply the denominators, 1 times 6. So here we get 20/6. For our last step, we want to simplify the fraction. 20 and 6 are both divisible by 2. So I'm going to reduce the fraction by 2. 20 divided by 2 is 10, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. 10 and 3 do not share any common factors, so that is our final answer. For the next example, we have 1 2/3 times 1/4. 1 2/3 is a mixed number, so before we can multiply these two together, we have to convert it to a fraction. So to convert a mixed number to a fraction, you start at the base, the 3. We're going to do 3 times 1, and then we're going to add 2. So 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. And then you keep the denominator of 3. So now we have 5/3 times 1/4. Multiply the numerators. 5 times 1 is 5. 3 times 4 is 12. We then look at the fraction to see if it reduces, and since 5 and 12 shared no common factors, this is our final answer. For the next example, we have 5 5/6 times 3. So we have a mixed number times a whole number. We have to first convert the mixed number, 5 5/6, to a fraction. So we start in the denominator, 6 times 5. Then we add 5. 6 times 5 is 30. 30 plus 5 is 35/6. Then 3 can be written as a fraction as 3/1. So this is 35/6 times 3/1. Now we want to multiply the numerators together, 35 times 3, and then multiply the denominators, 6 times 1. Instead of multiplying 35 times 3, we can reduce the fraction from here. Maybe you notice that 3 goes into 3 and 6, so we can reduce that fraction, divide the 3 by 1, and then divide the 6 by 2. So this becomes 35 times 1 over 2 times 1. for a final answer of 35/2. This has been Multiplying Fractions with Professor Elizabeth Johnson. Thank you for watching.